Okay, so you know that feeling when you're doing the same thing in your browser over and over again? Like you've got a page full of links and you need to pull all of them out and you're just clicking, copying, pasting one by one. Yeah, that's what we're fixing today. So here's what this video is about. I'm going to show you bookmarklets. And if you've never heard of that word before, that's totally fine. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what they are, how to build one, and how to go from doing things manually to clicking one button and having it done. And here's the thing, we're going to do this three ways. First, I'll show you the painful, manual way, just so you can really feel the difference. Then I'll show you how to write the JavaScript yourself, right in your browser. And then, this is the fun part, I'll show you how to ask Claude AI to write the whole thing for you, like in about 30 seconds. This works whether you're a tester doing repetitive QA work, a developer doing quick bulk jobs, or honestly, just someone who's tired of doing the same click, click, click thing every single time you land on a page. So no matter where you're at, this one's for you. All right, let's go. Okay, so first, what actually is a bookmarklet? You know how your bookmarks bar has links to websites? A bookmarklet is just like that. It lives in your bookmarks bar, but instead of opening a web page, it runs JavaScript. That's it. And what that means is when you click it, it does something to the page you're already on. It could highlight things, it could pull data out, it could fill a form, whatever you want. It's basically a tiny program living in your bookmark bar, ready to fire whenever you need it. So here's where it gets interesting. You don't need a browser extension, you don't need to install anything, and you don't need admin access or IT approval. You just add a bookmark. That's the whole setup. Okay, so let me give you a quick picture of when you'd actually use this. Let's say you're a QA tester, and every time you run a test cycle, you need to fill the same form fields over and over again. A bookmarklet can do that for you. Or let's say you're pulling data from a page, like you need all the product names off a site. Instead of copy pasting 50 things, one click and it's done. Or maybe you want to quickly highlight every link on a page so you can eyeball them. Bookmarklet, one click. Now you might be thinking, okay, but don't I need to know JavaScript to use this? And honestly, kind of, but that's exactly what part 3 of this video is for, because it's going to show you how to ask Claude to write it for you. So even if you've never written a line of code, you can still use this. But let's understand what's happening under the hood real quick. You know that developer tools window, the one you open by hitting F12 or by right-clicking and hitting inspect? In there, there's a tab called console, and you can type JavaScript right in there and run it against whatever page you're on, like right now on any website. A bookmarklet is basically that. Except instead of typing it every time, you save it as a bookmark and click it. So the code lives in the bookmark URL. Instead of a standard URL that starts with HTTPS, it starts with JavaScript. That's the whole trick. The browser sees that and goes, oh, I should run this as code, not open a page. I hope that was pretty straightforward. So let's actually do it. All right, I'm on Hacker News right now, and I want to grab all the story titles and their links off this front page, like a clean list I can copy and use somewhere else. And I'm going to show you 3 ways how to do this, starting with the worst way. The first approach is to do this manually. I'm going to highlight the first story title, right click, copy, go to my notepad, paste it. After that, I need to grab the URL also. So I'm going to right click that, copy link address, paste that. All right, that's one down. Let's do the next one. I'm going to select, right click, copy, paste, and then right click again, copy link address, and then paste. That's 2. You get it. There's 30 stories on this page. That's 30 times of doing that. And if you're doing this for testing or for a report or a team review or whatever, that is just honestly awful. So let's not do that ever again. Approach number 2 is to use vanilla.js in the console. Now here's where it starts getting better. I'm going to right click on the page, go to inspect, to open the developer tools. I'll pull this up, click on console. Now this is where you can type in and run JavaScript code. I'll prove that by doing a simple console.log, and I'll just log the word hello. If I'd hit enter, and there you go. It printed out hello to the console. You just ran JavaScript. Congratulations. I'm going to use the console to grab all the story links. First, we need to figure out what selector on the web page that we need in order for this to be automated. So I'm going to go to the first title here, go to right click and choose inspect. In the elements tab, it should highlight the row. So if I hover over that, you can see that on the actual web page, that row is highlighted. On Hacker News, story titles are wrapped in an element with a class called title line. You can see that right here. And the actual link is the anchor tag inside of it, which is here. You can see there's a tag that starts with A, which is the anchor tag. Within this tag, you can see there's a URL and the actual text that's showing as the title. I'm going to go back to the console and write a few lines of code to find all of those links and titles and pull out the text and URL. I'll start this by setting a constant for my query selector, then I'll set a constant for my results, and then I'm going to loop through each link and push the text and the URL into my results array. And then finally, I'll do a console.log of the results so you can see what all the titles and URLs are. Let's go ahead and run this. And there we go. That took literally not even a second. So let's spot check this. First one here is archive of Byte magazine starting with issue number 1 in 1975. That's the first one here. And let's check the URL. So if I right click on this, inspect, you can see that URL ends in Byte magazine 1975-09 on our console, Byte magazine 1975-09. So that looks correct. Now, if you want to learn how to be an amazing QA engineer just like me, I have a 30-day style bootcamp that teaches you everything that you need to know to land that first QA job. We even cover some AI skills. I'll leave the link in the description and use coupon code subscriber to save $5 on this course. So you can probably obviously see that this is so much better than copy pasting 30 times, right? But here's the thing. I still had to open DevTools, I still had to paste in the code, and I'm going to have to do this every single time that I want to get this data from this page. Still kind of annoying, right? So this is where Bookmarklet comes in. Same exact code, but now I save it as a bookmark and just click it. No DevTools, no pasting. To make a bookmarklet, you wrap your code in what's called a self-calling function. It just means the code runs immediately when the bookmark is clicked, and you put JavaScript at the front. And instead of logging to the console, let's use alerts so the output actually shows up on the screen. Here's what the new code looks like. Pretty much the same, but this time it has JavaScript colon at the beginning, and instead of doing the console.log, here's the alert with the results. Okay, so let's go up to the bookmarks bar, and I'll choose Open Bookmarks Manager. Up in the top right, I'll choose Add New Bookmark. In the URL field, I'll paste in my code, and for the name, I'll just call this Get HN Links. I'll save this. Now let's go back over to Hacker News. I'll go up to my bookmarks, I'll click on Get HN Links, and there we go. You have all the titles and links in this alert message. And here's the cool part. Let's go and click on More. So now you can see we have list 31 through 60. I can click on the bookmarklet again, and now you have the new list of titles and URLs. You didn't have to change a darn thing. You can see this is so much better than copying and pasting that stuff into the console every single time you need to do this. We're already at a place that's 500% better than where we started, right? But here's the really cool part. What if you don't know how to write code? Or what if you want to do something more complex and you don't want to figure out all the CSS selectors yourself? This is where I just asked Claude. I'm on Claude AI now, and I'm going to type something like this. Write me a bookmarklet for Hacker News that grabs all the story titles and URLs and copies them to my clipboard, formatted as a markdown list. I am going to do one additional thing. I'm going to grab the element from the web page so that Claude knows exactly what to work with. So back on this web page, I'm going to go to the inspector, and I can actually just copy this body up here and choose Copy Element. This will copy all of the DOM for the web page. Back in Claude, paste that in and send it. And there you go. The code was output in less than 5 seconds. It gave me the full bookmarklet, it tells me how to install it, and it explains how it works. So I'll click on this button over here to copy the code, go back over to here, and back in my Bookmarks Manager, I'll click on Add New Bookmark, paste in that code, and I'll call this New Get URLs from HN. Go ahead and save that, and let's see if this one works. It looks like it does. It says copied 30 stories to the clipboard. Let's verify that. So on my notepad here, if I paste, you can see that all of our 30 stories are listed here. We have the title and the URLs for each story. So this is an even better version than the one I had created previously, because the one I created previously, you can't actually copy any of these URLs or titles in the alert message. So Claude gave me a faster way to get what I needed, all within a single click. Okay, so there's one more thing. Let's say you built a bookmarklet and you want the whole team to use it. How do you share it? A bookmarklet is just text. So you paste it in a Slack message, a Notion doc, a Google Doc, or a team wiki, whatever your team uses. Someone else sees it and copies it to their own bookmarks bar the same way you did. All right, let's bring it back. What did we just do? We started with manually copying 30 links one by one. It was painful. Then we wrote vanilla JavaScript in the browser console. It was way faster. Then we turned that same code into a bookmarklet. One click and done. Then we asked Claude to write the whole thing for us in about 30 seconds. And then we looked at how easy it is to share any of these with your team. So here's what I want you to actually do after this video. Don't just watch it and move on. 1. Go to a page you visit all the time and think about what you want to pull out or automate. 2. Open the browser console with F12 and try typing a quick document.query selector all just to feel how it works. 3. Ask Claude to turn it into a bookmarklet for you and describe exactly what you want. 4. Add it to your bookmarks bar. And 5. Paste it in your team's doc. That's it. One-click browser automation. No installs, no extensions. It just goes. If this video helped you out, hit subscribe. I put stuff like this out all the time, and I don't want you to miss them. And if you've got a use case you're trying to figure out, drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.